Yeah.
Usually it's like nighttime.
How'd it go?
Really good. It was
That's
fun.
good. Yeah, a little fun, huh?
Yeah, we had to catch up with it. We were playing like FIFA. Not FIFA. What is it? It's like a soccer game.
Yeah, FIFA.
Yeah, FIFA. Or Brayden and Matan were playing.
That's cool.
And we were waiting on the couch.
I used to be good at FIFA.
It was really fun. I guess what happened last time was yoga. Last time I was here, we were waiting for yoga. We found the robot and we were waiting for Yoga to pick up his robot.
Oh, yeah.
Last time. And basically, I guess Yoga came back, but we just left Yoga on the planet. And then I guess he got eaten by an eel.
Mm-hmm.
But he almost got eaten by an eel. He survived.
Uh-huh.
And I guess we were on a planet of a pure happiness. And so even if you tried to kill someone, it wouldn't work. And we went to a zoo. They had these penguin-looking things, but they had a little like slit thing on their mouth.
Uh-huh.
And so they're called like go blues or something. And a D wanted to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like 50 gold, which is 50 platinum, which is a complete scam. And they said that's how much they were worth. The zookeeper said that's how much they were worth when they bought them for the zoo. And then we tried to so we asked around and we found, since we rolled bad, we got to a pet store, but they only sold pet rocks. And they're like really overpriced. They're like 1 gold.
Why didn't you make it something cool, like their pet store? You could buy pet dragons or something.
Because like the person we searched, we got like a 2.
Oh yeah. You rolled bad.
Mm-hmm. And so we only found a rock store. And so we wanted to leave because Matan tried snapping the zookeeper's neck, but it just since it was a world of pure happiness, it turned into rubber for a second, so it just like elastic, and then went back. And so we just left. We paid for a taxi, except we didn't have much money, and so we paid for a really bad taxi.
Mm-hmm.
And Ben got space sickness, which made it so he sprouted another eye, he just sprouted another eye. He got sick.
Mm-hmm.
And he lost like 3 inches. He got smaller and he sprouted an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we wanted to go back to one of the Defiance bases.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the bases that like go underground and there's like stuff under there. What do you call it? We went to the base, and then we went to the gym. Matan and a D both rolled a 20 on like working out, and so they got a stat bonus.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to a library, but Eric wanted to find another like dumb book like last time, but he can't read because he rolled a 1 last time to see if he could read, and so he can't read, and so he found a book. But it was a book that, how William described it was, on the front it just said blah, and then there was 100 pages of just blah 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 blah, because he rolled like a 12, I think. And so he found a book, but it wasn't a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just quit that because we didn't want to search for books more, and we because since we were low on money, we went to try to get a job. We wanted to try to get a job, but we asked what the highest like paying jobs were. It was like bounty hunting and assassins and like banking and all that stuff. But we wanted to be an assassin, but they weren't hiring for assassins at the place, and so we were a bounty hunter, and we were gonna bounty hunt this fox, this really fat like fox, we were gonna go after this guy who steals a bunch of ships, and he had a higher bounty, but he was too hard to find, and so we went after this fat fox who's like in a warehouse that he just switches around warehouses, and he eats all the papers. And so we had to try to find the fox, and so we found him. Eventually, after a long time, we found the fox, and we had to go through a maze. And we finally went through the maze because we were in a warehouse. It was a box maze, basically. It was basically a maze, and we found him. He was under a box. Maton tried pulling his tail, but eventually he wanted to try to hit him with his battle axe, but he had to do a strength check to see if he could one-hand it, and he lost it. And we had to go search through the maze again. We found him under a box. Eric grabbed him, and then Maton snapped its neck.
Why is he gonna snap the neck?
Because it's funny. I don't know.
It's funny.
Anyway, because he had a hammer. Actually, no, not his battle axe. He had a hammer, but he dropped it because he dropped it at the other part, so he didn't have a hammer, so he used his hands. And he snapped its neck successfully, and then we stopped. That was it.
Wild.
And we did FIFA, and there's Pringles and
yeah,
and Quakers for now.
Oh, nice. That's good. Well, I'm glad you had fun.